Yo, it's your boy Six, and welcome back to the Card Magic tutorial. Today we're going to be announcing the 3 winners of the 2K giveaway contest that was done in my last video. Thank you guys again for the 2K. Let's keep pushing forward. I'm going to do the 3 winners right now, so let's take a look at who our lucky 3 winners are. Boom, there you have it. Congratulations to all 3 of you. Be sure to hit the link down below. That's a form that you're going to fill out. Then we go through a verification process, so I make sure it's you and actually your account, and I will get your address and send you your gift boxes. So congratulations and thank you for participating. With that being said, let's get into today's tutorial. All right, today's effect is a simple, fun effect that makes you look like a gambling expert. It's actually based on another effect that I previously published on this channel, but this is a fun effect where you can produce the 4 aces and has a kicker ending. And what I like so much about it is that it removes the pick a card aspect from my other video. With that routine, you had to have someone pick a card, right? And it's fun to have people pick a card, but if you've ever performed for people for more than 5 minutes, you don't want people picking a card 10 times over. Hey, pick a card. Hey, can you pick a card? Pick another card. You have a card? Sure. Pick a card. Want to pick a card? Hey, you want to pick a card? Don't pick a card. Pick a card. Anybody card? Pick card. Anybody card? Let's not do that, right? So this is shifts the effect, so there's no pick a card in it, but it's still just as fun, just as amazing, just as powerful. So let's go ahead and take a look at today's performance. So let's go ahead and take a look at the performance of this effect, and it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to begin by shuffling the cards, and the spectator will say stop. Wherever they say stop, we'll take out those 2 cards, and I'll do it again. Same idea, shuffle, they say stop, take out these 2 cards, and here's the crazy thing. They could have stopped anywhere they wanted, but they stopped at these 4 cards, which happen to be the 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. Sorry, I messed up on 1. It's a 5. It's not an ace. Actually, that's an indicator card. It indicates that I made a mistake. Maybe that's what it indicates. No, it really is going to help me out a little bit. See, if I count down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then I'll find the 4th ace just like that. And you know what? Just for you, just for all that trouble, I'll make sure that I go ahead and I'll find the royal flush in spades. Just for you, because I like you. And there you have it. That is another wonderful effect that you're going to learn in just a second. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tutorial. Okay, so here's what you need to make this effect work. First, we're going to start by removing the royal flush in spades. Obviously, the ace of spades is going to be the card that we're going to find. So that's going to go at the bottom. 10, jack, queen, king, ace in this setup. And that's going to go on top of the deck. Once again, 10, jack, queen, king, ace goes on top of the pack, just like that. And then these 4 cards, you're going to take the other 3 aces. I like to find a 5 spot with a spade, just because it matches the suits, because I'm weird like that, but it really doesn't matter. It could be any 5. It's up to you. And you're going to take that 5 and place it there. It doesn't matter what position it goes in. These can be mixed. And that goes on top of the pack, just like this. And that's your setup, and that's a great way to get into this routine, and then you'll be left with 4 aces, and then you can continue with more 4 ace magic, which I've taught you before. Click the link if you want to learn some tricks you can do with 4 aces after this trick. But let's go into this tutorial. We're going to use that milk shuffle, and again, I have a video utilizing the milk shuffle for a bunch of different effects, some that I've come up with, which are really good, some mentalism stuff. But you want to go ahead and just use the milk shuffle. And what that looks like is these fingers here in your left hand. You're going to do an overhand shuffle. So this deck is going to be turned face up like this. So I'm holding it face down in my hand, turn the deck face up, and I'm going to do an overhand shuffle. But what I'm going to do is hold back the top card of the pack with my fingers, so a little bit of friction. So as I pull these cards off on the back, what's going to happen is it's going to pull 1 card with it. So that's what's happening, right? So I'm going to begin shuffling, and I'm going to take everything with it, right? So I'm going to pull this top part off and also pull an ace from the back off with it, just like that. It could be the 5 too, it doesn't matter. It's just pulling 1 card off from the top, and then I'm going to shuffle cards on top of it and ask the spectator to call out stop at any time. Wherever they say stop, I turn both these packets face down just like this and place those 2 cards on the table. Now on the right hand packet is where I have my setup, so that packet goes back on top of the deck. If you're left-handed, it should end up in your left hand and you'll go the other way. But assuming you're right-handed, the right-hand packet goes on top. If you're left-handed, the left-hand packet goes on top. Now you're going to go ahead and take these cards and do the milk shuffle again. Same idea, peel off some cards. The fingers at the back are going to come with it. And you're gonna peel that off, and you're just gonna shuffle, and they say stop. Turn the packets face down, take out the next 2 cards, so now you have 4 cards. The right hand packet again goes on top of the opposite packet. And just some tips on this: don't be worried if like it flashes an ace at the back. Remember, you didn't tell them you were producing the aces. You didn't say the aces were going to be appearing. So when you do that shuffle, don't be worried about showing cards. If it does bother you, you can always put your pinky at the back like I do here. Then you do the shuffle, right? So when you do overhand shuffle, putting your pinky at the back here helps prevent the cards from falling. Or in this case, moving around enough to reveal an ace, because maybe they see an ace and they'll think something. That's just if you're OCD. If you're not, it doesn't matter if they see a flash of an ace. It hasn't done the trick. They don't know what the trick is yet, so it's irrelevant. Don't run if you're not being chased, as they say. So now we got the 4 cards here, and you're gonna take these 4 cards and produce them like make it a trick, right? Like, hey, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 aces, right? Be excited about it. Like it's you succeeded in this magic trick. You should feel good. And then you notice the 5, right? And this is where your acting skills can come in, because you can go, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 aces, and you don't even have to look down. So one thing that I like to do is spread out the cards, and we got all 4 aces just like that. And I'm looking at the spectators, giving them eye contact, and eventually someone's gonna be like, oh, you missed one. Or if I see it's taking too long and nobody mentions it, I look down and go, oh, wait, I messed up. Sorry, I got the 5, but it indicates something. It indicates that I messed up. But no, and actually, let's see if it helps us out. And now all you have to do is just do the math. Now, because the 10 is on top, the jack, the queen, the king, the ace, you just deal them all from left to right here. So 10, jack, queen, king, ace, and you're counting 5, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Who would have thought? It works out perfectly. And then what you do is you turn the last card over and you say, there we have it, the ace of spades. Pause for a second and say, you know, because I messed up, I was so nice, I went out of my way, and I made sure to find you a perfect royal flush, just like this. And this is a beautiful way to go ahead and produce a royal flush while producing the aces. A really simple effect that I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with. Really good opener, because there's a little setup in the beginning. And then what's cool is that if you just do a 4 ace trick, what I like to do is take these 4 cards and I'll stick those on top or on the bottom, and I'll leave them there because I'll come back to them later, because it's already set up for me. So I'll shuffle on top, but I'll maintain those cards on the bottom and use that as a callback. So if you know any other effects that rely on the royal flush, that can be helpful. But there you have it, a wonderful effect with 4 aces. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.